Joan Garcia spoke for the first time as a new Barcelona player after officially signing his contract with the club today, valid until 2031. His release clause was €25 million. "I'm very happy. I was really looking forward to this day and it's finally here," he said. "My goal is to continue growing as a goalkeeper and win a lot, achieve great things with the team. That's why I came here. It's a very exciting project with a great team and very young players whom I already know. I'm looking forward to getting started and being with them. I consider myself a brave goalkeeper, quick in my reflexes, and someone who tries to contribute in the air." National team coach De La Fuente made it clear that he has plans for Garcia in the future. "He's a great goalkeeper. I called him up for the U21s. Of course, he'll come. We'll see how his situation is when the season starts," he said. "But beware, the best goalkeepers in the world are Spanish and are in the national team. I say this very clearly, they are the best and we are very happy with them. And Joan, of course, will come to the national team when we think it is appropriate." During the interview, De La Fuente also spoke about other important players, including Lamine Yamal. "He is definitely growing at an impressive level. I repeat, he will be a legend. Without a doubt, he needs to improve in some aspects. We have to take care of him, but he is growing a lot and needs to be clear that his teammates on the national team and club are the ones who will help him become a legend. He is a sensational kid." Barcelona are moving forward in negotiations to sign Nico Williams, having already reached an agreement with the player and seeking to close the transfer by next week. However, the nightmare of the past has returned to haunt Barcelona in the saga of Nico's transfer. Now the Spanish media reveals that Nico faces strong family resistance, especially from his brother Iñaki Williams, captain of Athletic Club, who encourages him to remain at the club. According to Sport, Iñaki is once again pressuring Nico to stay at San Mamés. The Williams family has a deep connection to Athletic, and last summer, Nico had already turned down an offer from Barca due to emotional pressure from his family. This time, the decision will not be motivated by money, but by emotional ties. "I have nothing against Iñaki, quite the contrary. But sometimes we need to listen to the hearts of those we love and let them follow their own dreams." Nico has the chance to win major trophies, something that, let's be honest, will only be possible at Barcelona. Iñaki's career is already in free fall, and he shouldn't let pride get the better of him or try to tie his brother to the same fate. Nico has a new family waiting for him at Barca, where he will be welcomed with affection and respect. He is about to join young players who share the same winning spirit: Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Gavi, all ready to build something historic. Let Nico fulfill his dream. To complicate matters further, Nico Williams' release clause with Athletic Club is €58 million, which could rise to €62 million with inflation. The contract runs until 2027, and due to the tense relationship between the clubs since Barcelona's failed attempt to sign him last summer, it is unlikely that there will be an amicable agreement for his departure. Barcelona has assured that it will have no problem covering the full cost of Nico's clause. However, there is another way for this deal to go through. According to Mundo Deportivo, Nico, through his agent Felix Tainta, will try to persuade Athletic to soften its position and allow the payment to be made in installments rather than a single lump sum. 10 months ago, despite being Euro champion and coveted by big clubs, Nico Williams chose to stay at Athletic to try to win the Europa League at San Mamés, a dream that ended in the semi-finals against Manchester United. Now, with a 6-year contract already agreed with Barcelona, Nico hopes that Athletic and his brother understand his decision to leave. Barca, although not very optimistic about an amicable agreement, is willing to pay the full termination clause if necessary. Another genius. Let's see what happens. It's football, but Nico is another player who will make history and become a legend. We are proud to have such young and talented players. They also bring us a lot of joy, and I wish them all the best, both personally and professionally, said De La Fuente. According to Mundo Deportivo, Joan Laporta gave an informal but relevant confirmation about Nico Williams' possible arrival at Barcelona. After publicly mentioning that the club is working on an exciting signing, Laporta reportedly confirmed in private conversations after the club's Senate meeting that it is Nico. Although he has not made the deal official, the president assured club veterans that Barca is committed to completing the transfer. The revelation came discreetly in an informal setting with longtime members. According to Catalonia Radio, Rashford still dreams of transferring to Barca and has reportedly been in recent contact with the club. Despite a difficult season, the English player sees Barcelona as a new beginning. The Catalan board continues to assess the situation and considers Rashford a viable alternative if financial obstacles arise in negotiations with Nico or Luis Diaz. Javier Tebas, president of La Liga, warned that signing is one thing, registering is another, pointing out that Barca still needs to adjust to financial rules. The disagreement revolves around the accounting of €100 million from the sale of 475 VIP seats for 30 years. Auditor Crow did not validate this revenue for the current season, as the seats did not yet exist in March, according to La Liga's report. Barcelona, however, claims that the seats are installed and ready for use as soon as Camp Nou reopens. The club expects that once the auditor formally confirms the validity of the revenue and communicates this to La Liga, the problem will be resolved. At the same time, Barca is also generating additional revenue from player sales and plans new exits to expand its financial leeway. But there is good news. A new European investor has shown interest in taking over the outstanding amount from Libero Football Finance AG, which had not paid 40 million euro of a total of 60 million euro for the purchase of 10% of Barca Vision. Only 20 million euro had been paid previously, which pressured Libero to act. Last Friday, Libero decided to make the full payment of 40 million euro to avoid losing its stake. With this, Barcelona will be able to account for these amounts in the 2025-26 budget, recover its financial margin under La Liga's 1.1 rule, spend what it collects, and register new players with more freedom, which comes at a good time, especially with important negotiations underway, such as the signing of Nico Williams. The impasse, therefore, is nearing an end and brings immediate financial relief to the club. Subscribe to the channel and join us in the comments section. What do you think of Inaki's pressure on Nico Williams? Will he be able to convince him to turn down Barca once again?